Hello and welcome to another update video on Natgas. So in the last update, we talked about a possible rally from this B wave low around the 23rd of September towards our target area. I just need to make sure because we had contract rollover, so the levels have slightly shifted. Let me just adjust these here just slightly based on the latest levels. Yeah, they've slightly shifted, but overall that shows us that the 100% extension target for wave C or 4 has been reached. It's entirely possible that from here we are now starting a fifth wave to the downside. You might remember from previous updates that the idea is we should get another low based on the wave structure here and based on the fact that the price broke below the November 24 low. And then also here to the downside, we can really only identify 3 waves to the downside as this white scenario shows. So we have a wave 1 to the downside. This here was likely a wave 2 in a so-called running flat structure. Then we have a third wave, ABC. Yeah, the wave 1 was also an ABC. So we're dealing not with an impulse structure to the downside, but with a diagonal pattern. And so the fourth wave bounce could be unfolding. The idea was it is unfolding, it was unfolding, and now it reached target. But obviously levels have shifted a bit because of the contract rollover. So I've got the back adjustment here selected on TradingView. And yeah, I mean, if we see now an increased downside pressure from here, then this would be a good indication that the fifth wave to the downside has started as an A, B, C structure, just because also the wave 1 was a 3-wave move. So the wave 3 and the wave 5 should be as well. If the wave 4 has topped, which is not really confirmed yet, it looks a little bit like that, but then let's talk about what possible targets are. And let's first of all try to identify here target projections for the fifth wave based on the initial wave 1 to the downside. Then we go to the top of the wave 2. And we see here that the third wave didn't even reach the 123.6 extension. That is weak. So we might see in this fifth wave the price get towards the 138% extension, would be a very common projection for a fifth wave at 270 or even 244. Based on the levels right now, this seems likely. But obviously the wave 4, if it stretches a little higher, then the targets will shift a little higher as well. But this is one way of measuring targets. Yeah, so let me remove the section we don't need anymore. Another way of measuring is that we take the length of waves 1 and 3 together. We go to the high of the wave 4, and then we're looking for the 38.2 extension, the 50% extension. These are the next ones, even the 61.8, but that's a bit low. And so that gives us levels in the region, yeah, here between 273, 251, and 231. So there seems to be some confluence around 270. But we'll see for now. I mean, for now, in the very short term, we need to watch the price closely to see if we get increased downside momentum. It is clear that the price reached resistance here around 350 to 360. So if we see further downside momentum over the coming sessions, that will obviously be further confirmation, and especially if we break below the August low that formed here at $3, then yeah, this opens the door to 270 and maybe even a little lower. But it'll likely be a bit of a bumpy ride because it's not impulsive. Remember, also here the A wave should be a 3-wave move. It very often is. If it's a 5-wave move, it is even more clearly bearish, but I wouldn't rely on it. Yeah. A waves are very often 3-wave movements, but that gives you the resistance. I mean, if we get another high from here, the levels that we have on the chart there, they are relevant. You see that, yeah? The price reacted exactly where it needed to. The 100% extension, very common target for a C wave. So that means if we push higher and get one more high, the next levels here of the blue FIB extension targets, next level should be reached 366 and 374, where the price could then form another or make another attempt to form a top. So that's the update on Natgas. Hope you enjoyed the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And yeah, if you're interested in additional updates on stocks, the S&P 500, ES futures, Nasdaq, gold, silver updates, check out our stocks membership. The link is in the description. I also put a link into the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.